Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day today. It is a gorgeous day here in Ohio. I was going to do a video yesterday, but we've been getting a lot of messages and emails from people, so I thought I'd do one today. A lot of people seem to be suffering from election stress, especially here in the United States. And I'm going to tell you something that happened to me the other day. Now, Catherine and I always talk about the surrender experiment. It's a life-changing book. If you've never read it, by Michael Singer. Both of his books are incredible, and the way that he writes and the way that he speaks, if you get a chance to see a video of him, he just makes it so easy for you to understand. But the surrender experiment, Catherine just celebrated 1 year. She's been doing that now, and I've been doing it as well for about 4 months. And I'll tell you what, the biggest test of the surrender experiment for me was election night. And it was incredible. And I remember I sent a message to Catherine because I couldn't believe it in the middle of the night, because I had absolutely no stress. And I didn't have any stress because of the surrender experiment and because of using that in my life. And if you haven't read it and you don't, or you have read it and you don't understand it, surrender doesn't mean that you're giving in. It doesn't mean you're waving the white flag to whatever it is in your path. What it means is you're taking out your personal opinions and your personal feelings, and you're letting it happen. The universe is unfolding in front of us. It's been happening for billions and billions of years. We put ourselves in a position where we think everything revolves around us. And it's actually the other way around. Obviously, we're here just for a short amount of time, and we're here as a traveler, as a visitor. We get to experience all this greatness around us. We take it for granted. We really do. We take for granted all the beauty that is around us every single day. But the surrender experiment lays it out very, very simply. And in fact, Michael Singer doesn't really even describe the word surrender until the end, because he doesn't want you to come in with your notions of what you think surrender means. And like Catherine and I always say, easy way to start is traffic. Somebody driving slow in front of you, and you're in the back, you're back there having this whole fictitious, you're yelling and screaming at them, and they have no idea that it's even going on. You're creating all this turmoil, all this stress in your life. Your body, whenever there's too much stress, it starts to create disease. Dis-ease. That's exactly what it means. All of that stress, stress is a killer. Stress, it wipes people out. Heart disease, and you are so heart attack. It ties up, all your life force energy. Stress is a killer, and it keeps us from being able to attain the things that we want. Because fear, stress and fear together, if you have that combo, you're pretty much paralyzed. But I'll tell you, since I've been doing this, and just, taking my personal opinions out of things and letting things unfold in front of me without liking or disliking them. And that's what the surrender experiment is. And the other night was the biggest test I've had so far, because I've gone through other things, and I always tell Catherine, it seems like, wow, it's amazing. I'm always looking for things in my life, that made me uncomfortable, so I can see if it works. And it has been working incredibly well. And the other night was proof, because it doesn't matter what you believe or, who you like, but, we all have our own particular ways of thinking and the way we think things should go. And when you're confronted with something that's going to be different, that is usually a problem. So, being able to sit back and let it unfold around you doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean that, you're not fighting for whatever the cause is. It's not that at all. It just means sometimes when there is nothing you can do, when you literally have no control over something, to stress over it and to worry over it and to completely knock yourself out of alignment with the goodness of the universe over something you can't have any effect on, it's much better to sit back as the observer and watch what's going on. So for me, election night and the day after and today was a big lesson, and was, the one I've been waiting for, something big that could come into my path. Would I be able to surrender to it? Would I be able to, sit back and let it unfold and just deal with whatever happens? And I was thrilled about it, because, in crazy times. But controlling your mindset is number one. If you have not started yet, or if you're somewhere along the path and you need to give yourself a jump start or restart, it's always important to go back to the mindset, because everything that is wrong in life is because of your personal mind. And I talk about it all the time, but to make changes in your life, you got to get into the programming, your internal programming, and that's the subconscious mind. So there's only a couple of ways to get into that. And I talked about it the other day. Trying to make changes in your outer mind and your personal mind, it just doesn't work. It's not deep enough. That's why people try, New Year's resolutions, they try to lose some weight, they try to do this. Those are never going to go deep. They're not going to get planted into your soil of your mind. They're just going to be at the top of your mind for a moment. They're going to disappear. You got to get in there. You got to change the programming. So if you've never read The Surrender Experiment, go read it. If you want to listen to it on tape, Michael actually reads the book. It's amazing. It'll change your life. It'll take you from why you have that voice in your head to, when you should listen to it. And let me give you a hint. It's not very much that you should listen to it. That voice inside your head is wrong 98% of the time, but we listen to it like the voice of God. We think it's, that booming voice is always right. And it's not. It's like a bitchy roommate that never shuts up. I mean, you would throw them out pretty quick, but you got this roommate inside that never shuts up, that's always telling you their opinion, that's narrating what you're seeing in front of you. And if you hired somebody to give you advice and they were as wrong as much as your mind is, you'd fire them. But we just don't. We keep that voice up there. So it's learning how to control that and how to sit back, let life unfold in front of you. And then you have the tools and the skills and the weapons to deal with everything. Because if you're coming from a place where you're sitting back in yourself and you're able to see everything, you don't have tunnel vision, you're not looking at one part of your life, you're able to see that life as a whole. You're much better positioned to make the right plan, to figure out what you're going to do. You're not coming from emotionality. You're not coming from a place of pain. You're not coming from a place where you've got to overcome that obstacle before, you're coming from a place where you can see everything. You can make the right decision. So it's always important. Try to get a hold of your mindset and try to remember you're just an observer of this whole thing. Because when you pull yourself away, it starts to disconnect your emotions from your thoughts, and that will change everything. So if you haven't done it yet, you can go down there, successsecrets.net. It's our brand new book. You can download a copy. It is Mind Power Secrets, 5 Steps to the Perfect Mindset. And it's 5 tricks, hacks, and strategies that you can use to start changing your mindset today. It doesn't take a lot to just get started. All you got to do is make little changes. You're successful if you're moving towards your goal. Stop putting away your dreams. What are you waiting for? Stop deferring enjoyment. Stop waiting for something out there to make it okay in here for you to be okay. Make yourself okay first. And you got to do that by changing your mindset. So go to successsecrets.net, pick up your free copy, absolutely free for a limited time. 5 steps to the perfect mindset. I know you will enjoy it. As always, it's been great having you here today. I will see you back tomorrow. I'll be back at some point tomorrow. So go out, enjoy the day. Beautiful here in Ohio. It's beautiful wherever you are, though, because we're alive and well, and the universe is amazing. So go out, have a good one. I'll see you soon.